All right, welcome back. Live at Barnesville High School here. We're about 8 minutes away from the opening tip, getting ready for the Barnesville Trojans and the Frazee Hornets. Trojans coming in at 10-5 on the season, while the Hornets 2-14 on the season. We're set for about an 8 minutes from now, so maybe about closer to 7:40 for the opening tip-off here tonight. Mike Mason alongside Eric Tianson. Eric, how you doing this evening?
Doing pretty great this evening. Get out here and get to do a doubleheader basketball, so certainly can't complain.
Yeah, I could almost barely hear you in my headphones because I'm not sure what song's playing right now, but it was overpowering your voice. But I'm sure you said something positive, so we'll just roll with it there. So everybody who's watching at home and knows what you really said and all those mean things you said about me, they're all laughing because I have no idea what you said. but we did make an adjustment on the microphone there, so hopefully that problem will no longer occur here. So if you didn't answer the question already, Eric, I think I asked you how you're doing. So let's just say that you're doing fine. And what are you looking for in this game tonight here between the Trojans and Hornets?
Well, this should be an enticing game in our hands right here. You know, this is one of those games where I think you might say that record can be thrown out the window. I know we were talking with one of the Frazee coaches earlier, and he was talking about the shape of his team and a few injuries, you know. So certainly something to keep an eye out on. But we saw an upset last night when we were here. Barnesville losing to
Holly.
I couldn't remember what team it was, but they only had one conference win coming into this game. So certainly anything can happen, you know. It's easy to say and look at the record and be like, oh, this one will be an easy blowout or whatever. But like we saw last night, anything can happen, especially this time of year, you know.
Yeah, so. and that you know, so another factor that goes into a game like this one is the team with the quote unquote better team or better win-loss record or however you want to word it. Sometimes those teams go in with overconfidence and that kicks them in the butt and they end up getting an L instead of a W. And so, you know, I'm guessing that's been discussed by coach and to his girls and stuff. So we'll see how Frazee comes out here. But, you know, just looking at them warming up there, as you see the Frazee Hornets on screen there, you know, they're looking pretty good as far as, like, you know, their shooting and their form and stuff, and a lot of shots rattling in and out, but they've made a few nothing but netters too here in the warm-up as well. So certainly looking forward to see what the Frazee Hornets can bring to the table. And the Barnesville Trojans, they're overconfident. They're not even warming up right now. No, I'm just kidding, Barnesville fans. I have to, if Barnesville fans have learned one thing about me, is occasionally I'll make a joke or a sarcastic comment that's meant to be comical, and hopefully everybody took that the right way. So, but 5 minutes before we kick this one off here, broadcast coverage brought to you today by Midwest Bank in Barnesville, as well as Dean's Bulk Service, and also our friends at United Community Bank with multiple locations, Perham Dent, as well as Frazee, bringing you coverage of the Frazee Hornets and Perham Yellow Jackets this year, and then our friends at Dean's Bulk Service and Midwest Bank helping you making possible coverage for the Barnesville Trojans this year. And also want to give a special shout out to the Barnesville Takedown Club for supporting the wrestling broadcast that we did this year for the Barnesville Trojans, which also included on a couple occasions the Frazee Hornets. So it's been a fun winter sports season here in Barnesville as the Trojans come out of the locker room onto the floor now. We'll have about 4 minutes before this one kicks off. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, wrap up the pregame show after this.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Hi, I'm Joyce Prime, and I've been with United Community Bank for the last 38 years. And one of the products that has gained popularity is our HELOC loans, which is home equity line of credit loans, which you can take the equity in your home and you can use it for various items, including home improvements or to purchase a four-wheeler or boat. Come visit with me anytime and we can discuss the home equity loan further. You can reach us on our website at ucbankmn.com.
All right, welcome back as we have about a minute to go here before they'll get to the opening announcements and the national anthem. Then we'll take one more break here before we get to our opening tip-off. Once again, broadcast coverage today brought to you by our friends at Midwest Bank as well as Dean's Bulk Service and our friends at United Community Bank in Perham, Dent, and Frazee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's our PA announcer.
High school for tonight's game featuring the Frazee Hornets and your Barnesville Lady Trojans. Students, parents, teachers, and administration would like to extend a warm welcome to our friends from Frazee. Please refrain from walking on or across the court before, during, and after the event. For everyone's safety, masks must be worn at all times within the school. Social distancing guidelines must be followed at all times with the exception of immediate family members. At the conclusion of tonight's contest, we ask that you immediately exit the gym. Following these guidelines will allow us to have spectators at our events and give our athletes and coaches a chance to complete their seasons. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able. Remove any headwear.
All right, we'll take a 60-second timeout and be right back.
Lauren Halverson and Trinity Gray as they sing.
What?
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, so normally we keep it here, but we didn't this time because we we're expecting them to sing it instead of playing it. But I believe that was Lauren Halverson as well as Trinity Gregg on the national anthem there for the Barnesville Trojans. And we'll turn it over to our PA announcer here as he will get started with the starting lineups in a moment or two. There we go, I told you. And we'll start with the Frazee Hornets.
At guard, 5'8" senior, number 4, Madison Starry. At guard, 5'4" junior, number 5, Annika Ryerson. At guard, 5'6" senior, number 12, Danny Pichet. At forward, a 5'5" senior, number 24, Alyssa Antonson. And at forward, a 5'5" junior, number 42, Harley Kopinski. Head coach of the Hornets, Jason Ryerson. Assistant coaches, Julie Carter and Dave Zenius.
All right, so those are starters for the Frazee Hornets. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Barnesville Trojans.
Turn it up, Trojan fans! This is the starting lineup for your Barnesville Lady Trojans! At guard, senior, number 1, Samantha Pisa! At guard, senior, number 3, Kimberly Macy! At guard, junior, number 4, Lexi Baldwin. At forward, junior, number 14, Emily Bradman. And in the post, the junior, number 32, Lauren Overson. Head coach of the Lady Trojans, Brian Monson. Assistant coaches, Abby Skolnick and Nicole Lawrenson. Your officials for tonight's contest are from the World of Officials Association. They are Mitch Turbula, Mike Insminger, and Larry Wennis. These individuals are registered by the Minnesota State High School League. Officials play an important role in every contest. We ask that you continue to show your appreciation throughout the game by showing great sportsmanship. Let's play Who's on 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, well, we're ready to go for this one here, aren't we, Eric? I think, anyway. A little slow on the response there. Let's see here. I'm trying. There we go. Now, I don't know. I hit the button and then just nothing did anything. So, but now it's working. It looks like so.
Off the opening tip, that's a 3-ball. That one going to be off the mark. Rebound going to be grabbed by Annika Ryerson. Here she comes, bringing the ball up. She'll take it off a screen, nearly falling down right there. Some nice defense from the Trojans. Ball going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay here with the Hornets. As we are underway here, just over 30 seconds into this game, 31 if you want to be exact. And Frazee will get things restarted here with Ryerson. Off the dribble, now she'll swing it out. Kaplinsky. Now with Starry. Starry will get a screen, some tough defense there from Pesa. You can hear this crowd getting into it early on here. Kaplinsky swinging it out. Antonson. Now back with Ryerson. Ryerson for 3, got it.
Nice.
Number 5, Annika Ryerson.
Annika Ryerson getting the scoring started here for Frazee, and it's a 3-pointer. Hornets up on top early, 3-0 in enemy territory. Now here's Pesa for the Trojans. Out to Ballgreen. Redmond in the corner.
All of a sudden, that crowd is hushed up.
Yeah. Well, you hear a lot about teams trying to take the crowd out of the game early on, and I think a 3-pointer on your first possession, that's certainly a way to do it right there. And like you said, crowd a little quieter here as Pesa driving inside. They're going to get a foul called. And it's going to be blocking foul. Gonna be on Harley Kopensky. So that'll be her first personal. First team foul, first foul of the game. Whole lot of firsts right there as far as fouls go.
Yeah.
And now here's number 1, Sam Pesa.
I was wondering if you're going to throw a first or a number 1 reference in with all those other firsts that you were talking about. And
might as well. Redmond off the drive, banging bodies down low. And that one's going to be chalked up as a miss. Off the rebound going fast is Frazee. It's Starry. Down low to Kopensky, and they're going to get a push. So there's foul number 2 now in this game. It's going to be on Lauren Halverson. That's going to be her first. So 1 foul apiece now for both these teams early on. Frazee will inbound underneath the basket. Corner 3 on the way. That one off the mark right there. Fight for the rebound going to be won by Lexi Ballgreen. Here she comes in transition. Redmond. Feed down low to Halverson. Now a little kick out. Pump fake. And looking for an opening. Halverson down low off the mark. And the rebound goes out to Kopensky. Starry will bring it up. Hazel made it near half court. Out now with Ryerson. Ryerson with Ballgreen defending. Trying to take it inside. Now she'll swing it back outside. Take inside and a block by Halverson.
That was
second
pretty
chance
nice.
for Frazee, and the 3 rattles in. Annika Ryerson for 3, and 6-0 here for the Hornets, and they've got 2 3-pointers. And that was a nice recovery from that block right there.
Definitely, yeah. And, we were talking about it in the pregame show here. I don't know if this is overconfidence or if they are just struggling or maybe a mix of both. But certainly, I think the Barnesville fans are maybe a little bit surprised by this early start here by Frazee.
Yeah, one on the other side, too, if you're Frazee, getting close to the end of the year, you don't have a conference win, you're fired up. You're coming out in this game, you're mad. You want to prove to the world, you're out there, you can win some games. So this is definitely a perfect start for the Hornets right here. Trying to answer with the corner 3 of her own, and it's Kimberly Macy hitting the triple. So a great answer right there from the Trojans, and we've got a 3-6 ball game on our hands right here.
Yeah, both teams have taken 4 shots, and both teams have made all their shots from behind the 3-point arc. It looked like she was going to try for another one right there, and I just had this gut feeling that if she would have pulled the trigger, it would be 9-3 right now.
Yeah, you read my mind right there. Looked like about to let it fly. Instead, she'll kick it out. That 3-pointer off the back iron, and a fight for the rebound going to be won by the Trojans. Here's Pesa in transition. Trying to feed it inside to Halverson, and it's going to be stolen away. Looks like referee pointing it was going to be out of bounds regardless. As Starry was fighting for the ball down low. Looks like we'll have a quick stoppage here. Get a chance to catch our breath as Pesa is tying her shoe. And now we'll get the ball rolling again. It'll be Ryerson. She'll get a screen. Now out with Eckert. She'll be picked up by Halverson, and 32 on 32, and chalk up the win for 32 in purple, and then the drawing even.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're going to do that to me, and let me show you what I got in my back pocket. So
these two teams really feeding off each other so far. We've seen blocks on both ends now. A few 3-pointers as well. This is shaping up to be an exciting start here.
Let's hope this continues here, because so far I love what I'm seeing on the court from both of these teams.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the pace and the energy from both these sides as we have a foul down low. Bredman going up and drawing the foul.
Falls on the Hornets, number 34, Kate Mayfield. That's her first personal foul, team's third. At the line to shoot 2 shots for the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bredman.
Bredman hitting her first from the line.
Checking for the Trojans, number 20, Kenzie Scogan.
Also have a substitution here as Kenzie Scogan comes into the game for the Trojans. And second free throw off the mark right there, but getting her own rebound is Bredman. Halverson with the second effort, that one off the mark. Bredman the third effort, no good as well, and Starry finally getting the defensive board.
And talk about, what's that, about 3 or 4 chances there, and then down at the other end, a foul. So
a lot of fight in these Hornets here early on. And it's going to be 2 free throws coming from Madison Starry. Scogan picks up her first, and Starry hits her first. She's got 4 on the night now. And a chance to make it 5 here with the second free throw.
Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by United Community Bank, Dean's Bulk Service, and Midwest Bank in Barnesville.
2 for 2 from the line right there for Starry. Now a stop and pop, and that one off. And rebound goes out to the Hornets. That was Ballgreen pulling up for 3 as it's 8-4 now. 2-possession lead here for the Hornets. And now it's out here with Sonnenberg. Here's Cadence Mayfield, excuse me. Fight for the rebound. Emily Smith gonna grab it and get it out to Sam Pesa. Pesa nearly losing it there. Pesa able to recover. She'll swing it out on the perimeter to Ballgreen. Now here's Smith.
I'm kind of stunned there that Starry wasn't called for a reach-in, but you know, it must not have made contact on there. From my vantage point, unless I wasn't paying attention, it looked like she made contact. But
that pass going out of bounds right there. They were looking down low, trying to get it to Scogan. But instead, it's going to find that back wall and be back in the hands of the Hornets. Still 8-4 your score here early on. And a behind the back, nice dribbling right there from Ryerson. Ryerson with the step back, and I think a Trojan might have got their hands on that one. Tough to tell from right here. Well, regardless, it's going to be back with Barnesville here off that miss. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
yeah, you had the behind the back, then you had the spin, and then if you would have connected on the 3, that would have just been wow.
Would have been one to add to our house of highlights for sure.
But like Meatloaf says, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So. Especially when you're up by 4. Otherwise, 2 out of 3 might be bad. So
Meatloaf a little before my time, but I trust you with that one. That's a good reference.
Thanks for aging myself, Harry. Supposed to stay calm. Don't make those comments. No, I'm just kidding, man.
At least a little reassurance. At least I know who he is. So you're not that old. Of course, probably if I was 10 years younger, I'd be confused saying, why would a entree be saying something like that? But regardless, it's Frazee ball here as that one's a miss. Rebound goes out to Scogan. She's going fast in transition. Down low to Smith. And fight for the rebound. I think they're going to get an over the back call.
Yep, you're exactly right. And that'll be the 4th here on the, or check that, the 3rd on the Trojans.
Looks like Abby John coming into the game for Barnesville.
Checking for the Hornets, number 42, Harley Krupinski.
Well, when you're down 2,
And number 12, Danny Boucher.
and they're not getting the shots that they need, you send in Abby John, and that picture could totally change.
Yeah, she is a spark to say the least off the bench. Just an 8th grader as well, and they're going to have her for a long time, and she's going to be a problem in the Heart of Lakes Conference for a long time. Off the inbound, here's Frazee. Trying to swing it out baseline. Instead, it's going to be stolen away, and there's John right away making a play defensively. Scogan in transition, out to Ballgreen. John feeding down low to Smith. 3 ball on the way from Scogan. Fight for the offensive board, and it's going to be 1. Ballgreen getting the offensive rebound. Redmond. Now Scogan will try a baseline jumper. That one going to be rebounded there by Antonsen. And it's Frazee basketball here.
Yeah, they've missed a lot of shots, Barnesville has here. Well, of course, about 5 of them were on that one possession. So, but yeah, I have them down 2 for 12. They made those 2 3-pointers early, and they have not scored since then.
Yeah, well, their defense has kept them in the game so far, but right after that, it's going to be a tie game. Emily Bredman down low, getting it to fall. So now 8-8 your score here after that hot start for the Hornets. It's a tie ball game. They'll try and hit another three. That went off the mark, and Barnesville just watch that one sail out of bounds as Kimberly Macy comes back into the game. And now they have a chance to take the lead here for the first time in this game.
Looks like Kate Vegan will check in for the Frazee Hornets as well at the last second there.
And it looks like Frazee might have been in for a zone look for a little bit. And it looks like that is what they're running.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Smith down low, she'll kick it out. Nice pump fake right there to get the open shot that goes in. Kimberly Macy with her second three on the game, and that is an A+ ball fake right there to create the opening. Frazee will try and answer. Now here is Vegan just checking into the game. First time on the ball. Now with Ryerson.
Barnesville doing really good on that man-to-man defense too.
Yeah, taking a look at a deep clash of styles defensively, man versus zone. And nearly stolen away right there though. Get it off to Koprensky. And that pass over the head right there of Ryerson. So chalk that one up as a turnover that the Trojans forced. And with 9 exactly remaining, it's 11-8. Barnesville leads, and they've got the ball.
I'm not sure why that graphic keeps popping up.
Kenzie Scogan with 2 points right there. Now a 5-point lead. So the tide's turning a little bit here as the Trojans take a 5-point lead. And we'll have a foul called right here on Barnesville.
Going
to be on Scogan. That'll be her second. And the team's fifth. So already Frazee knocking on the door of the bonus. That'll be something to keep an eye on here as the Hornets will try and pile up some more points. Out with Kate Vegan. Vegan being defended by Macy. Now she'll lay it off. And driving near the free throw line, they're going to get a travel.
Yeah. If they wouldn't have got the travel there, I thought for a moment there they were going to call an offensive foul. She kind of threw that elbow right as they called the travel. So,
yeah, it might have just been the referee's preference right there. Which one he felt like calling? Maybe he felt like doing the travel signal right there on that one. As yeah, you're right, and it happened both at about the same time. But Barnesville's not going to care. I suppose they'd probably rather get the foul and get him closer to the bonus, but they got the basketball back anyway, so now it's back here with Frazee.
13-8 inside, 8 minutes to go, and almost a three-pointer there.
Yeah, that one's tough right there if you're Frazee. That one looked good right up until it wasn't. Trying to feed it inside to Smith. That one's going to be stolen away. Antonsen getting the steal, and Frazee going to call a timeout here. 13-8 your score with 7:41 remaining. We'll be right back here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Alrighty, welcome back. Coming out of this timeout here, your score 13-8 with Barnesville up on top with 7:41 remaining here in this first half of basketball. And it's been a pretty good one so far in our hands here. We saw a hot start for Frazee. They cooled off a little bit, got on a little bit of a dry spell, but They've got the basketball here coming out of this timeout. You see the graphic right there, 2 for 10 from the field as opposed to 5 for 15. So 20% versus 33% if I do some quick math there. Those fractions worked out pretty nicely there.
Yeah.
My math teachers would be proud.
Like I think I said something a couple broadcasts ago. I did awesome in math until we hit pre-calculus, and you don't need pre-calculus to broadcast basketball. At least I don't think you do.
One of the many perks in this job. That ball going out of bounds right there off a block on the other end. So Frazee will get the basketball back here with 7:18 and counting in this first half. And bringing it up, that's going to be Ryerson. Out now to Sonnenberg. She'll get a screen. Trying to take it inside on Bredman. She'll lay it off. Now on the ball is Eckert. Ryerson looking for an opening. Sonnenberg driving baseline, can't get that one to fall. Rebound Bredman. Bredman will get it out to Pesa. Now they'll reset up top with Abby John. Trying to find an opening in that zone. Here's Bredman back to John. And Bredman will try a three. That one a bit too strong right there, but a nice rebound, Halverson. She rips it out and kicks it out, and off the mark right there. Second opportunity there, and players falling down as we have a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball right there. Good hustle from both teams on the glass right there.
And that possession will go to Barnesville.
Bredman will inbound. Swing it all the way out to Abby John. Now here is Bredman. Thought about the three. She'll swing it out as that defense closes in. Hornets still in the zone here early on, and talked about this in a few of my previous broadcasts. Best way to really thwart a zone defense is to shoot the ball well. Haven't seen, won't say that Barnesville's not shooting the ball well, but you look at 13 points in this juncture of the game. Certainly I can understand why Frazee is stuck with the zone, but a nice take inside right there by Pesa.
Well, that's another way to break apart a zone defense, is to find your way through the defenders and lay it in off the glass.
Yeah, great footwork and dribbling right there from Pesa. She gets her first 2 points. Off the dribble, that one a miss as well. Rebound goes out to Bredman. Going fast off that board, here's John taking it inside. And Abby John, the 8th grader, looking like a grizzled vet right there. Count the bucket and the foul. She's got a chance to make it a 10-point game here from the free throw line as Emily Smith comes into the game.
And I'll give Bredman a breather on the bench. And once again, who is this, Abby John? Yeah, Abby John at the free throw line.
Off the back iron right there on the free throw. Rebound will go out to Mayfield. We'll reset up here with Starry back into the game for the Hornets. Ryerson will get a screen. Now she'll try the three. Banks it in.
Oh, wow, nice.
Ryerson with her second three-pointer on the night. Banking it in, and it's back to a 6-point game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered right there for Frazee.
Annika Ryerson.
Out in the corner is John. Trying to take it inside, and they're going to say going the other way, offensive foul.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 1, Samantha Pesa.
Pesa picking up the foul. That's her first personal. And the team's 6, so one more, and Frazee's in the bonus. They've got the ball. They've cut the lead to 6. Things might be looking up here for the Hornets as we hit this mark of the game.
Yeah, definitely. If you're a Frazee fan, you're happy to be within 6 and with the ball and a chance to trim that lead even further here if they can get a basket on this possession. That'd certainly be a benefit for the Hornets.
Well, let's see what they have cooked up right here on this possession. Here's Ryerson, who's been one of the stars of the show so far. And you look at, she's got 6 points, both coming off of three-pointers. Taking it inside, though, is Starry. And talked about one of the stars. Well, there's Starry right there, and she's now got 7 on the night, and it's 17-13, 4-point game. Pesa out to Smith. Here's John. Open look on the way, off the mark. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be won by Barnesville. Offensive board for the Trojans, and they've had their fair share of those early on. Holverson, tough shot off the mark. And the rebound will go out to Mayfield. So we'll get things started up again here with Starry, and a chance to cut into that lead a little bit more here. See if they can make it a one-possession game this trip down the court. Kapunski. Now with Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg picking up her dribble, and they're going to say picking it up a little bit too much there. Travel going to be the call, and with 3:26, Barnesville gets the ball back. We'll have a substitution as well. Danny Pache coming into the game for the Hornets. Pesa. Out here to Macy. Back with Pesa. John in the corner. And they'll reset. That zone defense collapsing instantly on John. John losing the ball, and Frazee saying, I'll take that. And here they come.
And travel, yep, that's what it is. I thought maybe she kind of drugged that pivot foot. I don't think she did it on purpose. I think the momentum of the direction she was going kind of just forced it to happen, and that's an unfortunate turnover there for the Frazee Hornets.
Yeah, so a couple of travels now here for Frazee that have put a pin in a few of their possessions, but their defense certainly clamping up as well. They've really slowed down the scoring run here. I'm sure as soon as I say that, this shot will go in, as it does. Well, what do you know? Kimberly Macy's got 3 3-pointers. I suppose I should have just looked down at my score sheet and assumed that regardless, because Kimberly Macy has caught fire here from beyond the arc. She's got 3 3-pointers. As Antonsen tries the answer. No dice there. Macy will try again. Macy will hit again! Kimberly Macy with 12 points, all coming from beyond the arc, and just like that, it's back to a 10-point game. The Trojans on a bit of a run here. Antonsen off the dribble. She'll lay it off. Here's Mayfield. Mayfield nearly losing it. She'll fall on it. And another scramble for the ball. Mayfield going to get tied up, and it's going to be a jump ball. You could see a bit of a scramble from the student section right there, too, to see who could have the honor of passing the ball off to the referee there. Looks like we have some substitutions here.
Checking for the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bregman.
Yeah, minute 48, and Frazee really needs to get a bucket here off this inbounds pass and try and stay in single digits as we head into halftime on that deficit there. That'd be huge for Frazee if they could, be 6 or 8, within 6 or 8 at the halftime mark there.
Well, they're not going to do it on this possession, as that one is stolen away by Smith. Pesa out to Bredman, who will feed it back to Smith. And Smith taking it inside, tough shot off the mark. And that one rebound will go out to Eckert. Here's Starry. 3 ball on the way, and that one rattling in and out from Ryerson. Rebound goes out to Macy, who's been red hot here in this first half. Referee going to say that it was off of a Hornet, so no over and back call right there. Definitely a good call by the referee. And Smith trying to take it inside, off the mark. Rebound Sonnenberg. Starry. Out to Ryerson, who gets a screen. Ryerson, nice pass inside, yeah. Boy, we both thought the exact same thing at the exact same time right there. That was a great feed in a tight window. They won't get the bucket, but they will get the foul and a trip to the free throw line as Pesa picks up her second. And the first free throw up and good amidst the noise from the student section from Eckert.
Checking for the Hornets, number 12, Danny Pache.
Danny Pache coming into the game. And one more shot here from Ryan Eckert. And she got it. So a good trip right there from the free throw line. 2 for 2 for Eckert. And it's a 8-point game.
And a near turnover there, and that would have been huge had Frazee come up with that one.
Yeah. Instead, Barnesville will retain possession here as they feed it inside to Smith. Back out with John. Nice pump fake. Mid-range jumper from John off the mark. Rebound Sonnenberg. Now maybe one final chance here for Frazee to get some points before halftime. It's Ryerson. Off the dribble, she'll swing it out. 7 seconds and counting for Frazee. Taking it inside, the block by Smith. Smith's got to go fast. I don't think she saw the clock there as the buzzer sounds. Certainly the right idea to try and get it to Macy for the final shot, but just maybe a second or two too late. Halftime score here from Barnesville, 23-15 your score. Trojans with an 8-point lead over the Hornets here at halftime. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you your Midwest Bank pregame. No, third time's a charm halftime show here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Hi, my name is Ryan Rusted, Chief Lending Officer with United Community Bank. I'm just excited we've been partnering with businesses for over 100 years. Come and see why so many of your friends and neighbors have put their trust in United Community Bank. Stop in and see us in Perham, Frazee, and Dent, or you can visit us online at ucbankmn.com. We're excited for you to be part of our community, United Community Bank.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back to Barnesville High School. Here at halftime right now, your score 23-15. The Trojans up on top over the Hornets. It's been a pretty close game so far, been fairly evenly matched, and like we were talking about in pregame, you know, kind of game where records kind of get thrown out the window, and we've certainly seen that out on the court so far. Here on the Midwest Bank Halftime Show, we're going to be bringing you some stats now. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah, well, you know, and we kind of talked about this in pregame show, you know, and even right before halftime, you know, if Frazee could hit a couple shots and pull within like 6 to 8 going into the halftime, that's exactly what they did. They're down by 8 right now. And 7 fouls in the first half for the Trojans, 5 for the Hornets. Rebounds almost even. For early in that first half, Trojans' rebound margin was way in favor, but now the Hornets starting to play a little bit better ball down low in the paint there, grabbing both the offensive and defensive boards and almost close that rebound gap. And, you know, if they can get more rebounds, that, especially on the defensive side of the glass, that'll hold that score down for Barnesville and give them a chance to cut that gap a little bit more. The downsides are shooting 5 of 16. But Barnesville, I mean, you're probably a better on-the-spot math person than I am, Eric, but not doing much better, 9 of 27. Now, they have made more shots, but when you do the percentages, I believe that's pretty close
almost
to the
dead
same.
even.
Yeah, matter of fact, if you chat a little bit, I'll just pull out the calculator and cheat here.
Well, yeah, I like the point you make about those defensive rebounds. We saw a fair amount of second-chance points, or second-chance opportunities at the very least for Barnesville. I think certainly Frazee might have dodged a few bullets that they didn't give up a few more points given the offensive rebounding that the Trojans did. But that's just a simple fix. You just box your defender out and then grab those rebounds, and you'll start seeing a lot fewer points being scored if they don't have as many chances. I think I might have mentioned this on an earlier broadcast, but I'll say it again because I just love this mantra. I use it a lot, really just basketball in general. Back in the middle school days when I played basketball, we had a giant banner in our gym that said, "One and done or none," which means the opposing team better get one shot and they're done or just none at all. Box out, stop them, don't let them get any table scraps because those add up quick.
Yeah, and you said it right there. Taking a look at our individual numbers here, I'll pull up our leading scorers. Right now, Madison Starry, the senior guard, leading the way for Frazee with 7 points, and Kim Macy with 12 for the Trojans. And what do you got for the other players there?
Well, taking a look at the other players, we're going to start off with the Hornets. Count up 6 points for Annika Ryerson, both coming from behind the arc. She had a few threes early on in the game, putting her at 6. And then Ryan Eckert rounding it out with 2 points from the free throw line. So just 3 scorers here for Frazee in the first half, Eckert, Ryerson, and Starry. And then for the Lady Trojans, Sam Pesa had 2 points. She got a 2-point field goal early on. Obviously, Kimberly Macy has those 12 points, all coming from behind the arc as well. She caught fire near the end of the first half of basketball. Emily Bredman's got 3 points. She has a 2-point field goal as well as 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points from Kenzie Scogan, a 2-point field goal, and 2 points from Abby John. She has those 2 points from the and one. Couldn't quite cash in from the line, but an impressive take from her right there. So those are your scores there for the first half as we have a 23-15 game in our hands. Just a single-digit deficit here as we near the 2-minute mark of the resumption of this basketball game.
Yeah, and with that, we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll be back in 90 seconds here with your second half coming up right after this.
Hi, my name is Ryan Rusted, Chief Lending Officer with United Community Bank. I'm just excited we've been partnering with businesses for over 100 years. Come and see why so many of your friends and neighbors have put their trust in United Community Bank. Stop in and see us in Perham, Frazee, and Dent, or you can visit us online at ucbankmn.com. We're excited for you to be part of our community, United Community Bank.
United Community Bank. Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & Sea stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Barnesville High School. Looks like we're about ready to get the ball rolling here for this second half of basketball. Just an 8-point game on our hands here. 8 points separating these two teams and 18 minutes to decide a winner. Should be a fun ride to the finish, and here we go. We're going to get things started up again with Sam Pesa. Now here's Halverson. Quick passing here from the Trojans early on.
Yeah, one halftime number that we didn't mention in our Midwest Bank halftime show there. I told you I'd add up the numbers and cheat. More in a moment. I told you I'd add up the numbers and cheat, and yeah, Barnesville prior to that shot there, 33% and Frazee 31%. So it was pretty close to even.
Wow. Yeah, razor-thin margins right there. And we saw that in the JV game, too. Not a lot separating these two teams as far as shooting from the field. That's a three-pointer on the way, and
that
it's
was big right
there. Wow. Annika. I've heard both from the PA announcer.
Yeah, it's Annika, I'm pretty sure, on that one. So.
Well,
and if I'm wrong, then I will take the blame and the heat from the Frazee fans if I'm wrong on that one. So,
well, regardless if it's Annika or Annika Ryerson continuing where she left off in this first half, as she has 9 points now in her third three-pointer, and it's back to a single-digit game here, 25-18. Redmond. Now out in the corner, that's Ballgreen. Ballgreen putting a move on. And Macy calling for it. She's going to get it. And she'll lay it off. Here's Bredman in the corner. Down low to Halverson, drawing that defensive attention, and it's going to work. Stolen away right there down low by Harley Kaprensky. Here come the Hornets.
I think a key thing in the second half here for Frazee is to keep the ball out of the hands, if at all possible, of Kim Macy for Barnesville, because she had 3 or 4 three-pointers in that first half, and if that hot hand transfers over here in the second half, that could be trouble for Frazee.
Yeah, well, my stat book has it down as 4. Certainly could be a threat to add to a lot more, as that's going to be a foul called down low. And offensive rebound right there from the Hornets. That's a good sign if you're a Frazee fan.
Emily Bredman, her first personal foul, first team foul.
Strong on that free throw, and you know you're only down by 7 points right now, but you want to. If you're Coach Ryerson, I want to tell your girls, let's try and knock in these free throws if at all possible, because that's going to help down the stretch if they can start the free throw shooting early on here in the second half. So.
Yeah, one thing I look for pretty much when I watch any sport, you know, you talk about, it's an official stat in baseball too, you talk about runners left on base, but I just like looking at, I like to call it points left on the table. And I think free throws is certainly, you miss a few free throws, those are certainly points you leave on the table.
I'm gonna, I love that, and I think I might create a category for that particular stat.
Yeah, that's definitely something to keep a track of, as that's an one for Emily Smith.
And hopefully you could hear what Eric said over the crowd there. They just exploded on that one, and rightfully so.
Yeah, the Trojan fan base coming alive here in the second half off a great play. Good atmosphere in this gym as always. And she got the free throw as well, so Emily Smith with her first 3 points on the night. And that's off a great play right there, back to a 10-point game. Here comes a press from Barnesville.
Oh, the most important thing for Frazee is to play patient, smart basketball and not turn it over and get a basket before the Trojans get to 12, and we'll see if they get the ball back before that happens or not now.
We will see indeed as it's fed down low to Smith. Now back out with Ballgreen, who thought about the three. Instead, she'll give it off to Pesa.
Check that, Bredman.
Bredman out on the perimeter.
Now Pesa has it.
Out with Bredman, baseline jumper, and she got it.
Give that assist to Sam Pesa.
And Barnesville bringing that press again, so that seems to be a theme here in this second half as the Trojans sending bodies forward on defense. Three from Starry. Starry
Nice.
got it.
That was much needed basket there for Frazee, as that pulls it back to a single-digit deficit down to 9, 30-21, 14-22 to go here in the second half. We'll be back after this timeout.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Mike Mason alongside Eric Tianson here on Magnitude Sports. Hope you're enjoying the game broadcast so far today. And 30-21 here, and coming out of the timeout on the floor. We believe it was taken by Barnesville. But a big three, I believe it was Starry who hit the three right
Correct.
before the break there, and that cut the deficit down to 9. So we'll see if Frazee can continue here, as Barnesville will get the ball out of the timeout.
Now Frazee bringing a little bit of a press here. Not quite as much of a, I won't say full court press that Barnesville had, but did have two defenders forward there off that inbound. Barnesville able to get over that halfway line though, as Bredman takes it inside and gets the layup to go. So Emily Bredman now with 7 points on the game, 4 here in the second half. And it's going to be stolen away by Emily Smith. So the two Emilys doing work for the Trojans on these last two possessions. Now Smith to Bredman. Out in the corner. And Smith working down low. Tough shot, good defense. Referee says block. And it's going to be back in the hands of the Hornets. They could use a bucket right here. Off the dribble. Sonnenberg will kick it out. Open three on the way. That one rattling in and out. That one looked like that might have been one that rattles in, but just a tough bounce right there for the Hornets as a blocking foul is going to be called.
Foul on the Trojans, number 1. Samantha Pesa, that's her third personal foul, team second.
Third personal for Sam Pesa, so she leads the game in fouls. And right on cue, Pesa will head to the bench as 2 away from fouling out now with 13:21 remaining in this game. And it's out with Ryerson, who will get a screen. Off the dribble, trying to take it inside, no can do, nearly getting her own rebound, and then she will. That's Mayfield. Here's Starry. Now out with Sonnenberg. 3 on the way. Starry got it. Much needed bucket right there from Madison Starry, and it's back to an 8-point game. 32-24 your score. Barnesville leading. Ballgreen the corner 3. Can't answer. Rebound Mayfield.
Yeah, if you take the first half away, Eric, is 9-9 in favor. We'd be at a tie game right now.
Wow. Well, a lot of times coaches, when they're down, they talk about just trying to win the second half. Tied here in the second half, and Frazee having a chance to take the lead in the second half, and they will. It's Starry again. Madison Starry catching fire, picking up right where she left off in the first half. She's got 8 now in the second half and got a total of 13, and a nice second effort follow from Emily Smith.
I think that's the first time I've ever recorded in my stat book a missed shot, rebound, steal, shot made.
Wow.
because, yeah, you definitely give the rebound to Frazee there, but credit to Barnesville for ripping that ball away and getting the shot up. So
credit to Barnesville on the defense on Starry right there as well. Abby John there for the contest. Abby John, nice pass and one. Emily Smith with her second and one of the half. She's now got 7.5, 7 on the night, and a chance for 8. And another great pass from Abby John. Hard to believe that she's still a middle schooler.
Number 44, Jake Sonnenberg, that's her first personal foul, team second.
Sonnenberg picks up the foul. That'll be her first personal. Smith with the free throw.
a little strong off the back iron there, and the rebound eventually comes to Frazee.
Frazee going fast off that rebound. They've got numbers and gonna get a travel, so another travel plaguing the Hornets on offense right there as they'll turn the ball over. 10-point game after that and one. Barnesville with the lead and the basketball.
Yeah, the Hornets starting to rebound more and more, and we talked about that at halftime. If they can get more rebounds, that would eliminate the points opportunity for Barnesville and allow them to crawl back into this game, and they've been fighting to keep this a single-digit deficit, and if they can continue that fight, it's going to be a close one at the end here.
Yeah, well, we saw this last night. We were talking about teams trying to put away the opposing team and just to let them hang around. That just gives them more of a chance to get back in the game. We saw that with the Barnesville-Hawley game. Might we seen that here again as a nice bucket right there. Count that one for Starry. And it's back to a 10-point game.
And now the three to try and trim it to 7 in and out. Oh.
And that would have been big. John will take it up on a fast break. Scogan back with John. Holverson will kick it out. Ballgreen trying to take it inside and then fire a pass. It'll go off of a Hornet. So it'll stay here with Barnesville as we have 4 new faces coming in for the Hornets.
Number 12, Danny Boucher. Number 42, Harley Kravitsky. And number 24, Anissa Atkinson.
John to inbound. Smith ripping it away, taking it inside, and Emily Smith. The second half from her.
I'd like to analyze the replay of that because, unless she didn't drag her pivot foot, that almost looked like a carry.
Yeah, definitely a close call right there, but Barnesville not going to complain as they'll take the 2 points. It's a 12-point lead for the Trojans. See if Frazee can answer. Floater, can't quite get the roll, a little bit short there. Off the hands of Ryerson. John, out to Scogan, back with John, who will draw the foul. Defensive foul called on the Hornets here.
Falls on the Hornets, number 1, Kate Vegan, that's her first personal.
Vegan will pick up her first foul.
Checking in for the Trojans, number 14, Emily Bredman.
Bredman will come back in the game and she'll inbound for the, not the Hornets, the Trojans.
4, Madison Starry.
Looking for an opening, she'll get it down to Holverson. Starts to back down her defender, then she'll kick it out. John out to Scogan. Back with John now. And
we got
travel. So travel going the other way. Frazee probably breathing a sigh of relief. They see that signal and say, hey, it's not on us this time. So look at the basketball back and a chance to cut it to 10 or 9.
Yeah, the coach for Barnesville was standing in my view there, but I believe what happened there on that travel, because if the coach, with the coach blocking the view, it didn't look like she traveled. But what I believe what happened is when she got that pass, momentum kind of carried her other foot just slightly off the ground, and then when it came back down, that drew the whistle and the travel call.
Well, and right on the heels of that travel call was another travel call. That's how the Hornets got the ball back. So they say it is around spring break time right now. We've seen a lot of traveling here in this game, as there's 9 minutes exactly remaining now in this second half.
And Barnesville's starting to pull away with this one a little bit here, but still plenty of time for Frazee to knock down a couple of shots and make things interesting once again.
Yeah, if they can catch fire from beyond the arc like they have at times in this first and second half, could make things interesting here, but first they're going to have to deal with the foul called. Ball green going to the line.
Falls on the Hornets, number 1, Kate Vegan. That's your
Vegan will pick up her second personal, and the team's fourth.
Trojans, number 4, Lexi Ball Green.
Trojans have done well for themselves at the free throw line. And they'll continue that as Ball Green hits the first. And one more to come.
Hornets, number 5, Annika Ryerson.
Annika Ryerson coming back into the game, and I'm a big fan of that move right there. They could use a spark on offense, and she's certainly been one of the sparks for the Hornets so far in this game. Ball Green rattles in the second. She goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And it's 42-28. 14-point lead for the Trojans. And nearly stolen away right there by Skogan. Nice recovery by Starry. Starry gonna try and take it all the way, and met down in the paint by Halverson. Wow. John on the other end, nice layup. Well, that was about as exciting of a sequence as you can get right there if you're a Barnesville fan. Emphatic rejection on one end and a nice layup in transition on the other. Shot no good right there. Rebound goes out to Ball Green. Ball Green with a nice pass out to Skogan. Skogan the kick out. Redmond for 3 off the mark. And the rebound goes out to Antonsen. Big possession right here for the Hornets.
Looks like we'll have 3 substitutions for Frazee at the next break in action here.
Yeah, and I wonder if fatigue might be a factor too, as we've seen a lot more frequent subs here by the Hornets in the second half, especially with how fast Barnesville's playing, especially right now. Fatigue can certainly set in. Halverson, the second effort offensive board. 46-28, and what a run right here for the Trojans. Jump ball forced by John on defense.
Second for the Trojans, number 3, Kimberly Macy. For the Hornets, number 32, Ryan Eckert. Number 34.
And to make matters worse for Frazee, Kimberly Macy coming back into the game. 12 in the first half. Let's see what she has in store here in the second half.
Yeah, earlier I said that if you take away the first half, the score would be 9-9. Well, Barnesville's gone on a 14-4 run since I've said that.
Wow. Certainly could be a defining moment in this game. Able to retain possession is the Hornets right there, but some great defense from Barnesville. They'll reset up top here with Ryerson. Out to Starry. Starry off the screen and nearly stolen away. Tie-up jump ball.
Possession arrow will favor the Barnesville Trojans.
So chalk that up as a great defensive possession for Barnesville, not really letting anything go there. Forcing the jump ball twice. Possession arrow flip-flops, and they get the ball back. Here's John. And a little bit of an errant pass right there as that falls into the arms of Ryan Eckert. Foul's going to go on Lauren Halverson, as that'll be her second personal. Team's third. Frazee basketball. They are down 18. They need buckets and quick. Let's see what they have right here. Three, that one a little bit short. Nearly the offensive rebound, but it's going to go into the arms of Skogan. Skogan going fast. You see Barnesville again pushing tempo off those rebounds. Stolen away right there, though. Nice steal. Give that one to Sonnenberg. And in transition off the glass again. Ryerson with another 2 points. She's got 13 on the night.
Near steal there, but Macy it just went right to her hands.
Now with Halverson. Halverson, nice pass. Skogan the finish.
Oh.
No! It looked like from this angle it was about to go in. But instead it's going to rim out. Foul will be called though, as Mayfield will pick up her second. And Halverson will go to the line and shoots 2.
Yeah, Barnesville shooting just shy of 50% from the floor now, so they've really improved since halftime when they were shooting about 30% from the floor. So
wow, yeah. Certainly looks to be one of those second half games for Barnesville here as Halverson hits the second free throw.
Checking for the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
Emily Smith coming into the game for Barnesville. And Barnesville bringing that press, nearly getting a steal off of it. Nearly getting a steal right there as well. So still aggressive, the Trojans on defense, as they've been trying to get some turnovers, get those points in transition. That's a big reason of how they've made their money in the second half. Referee will call the jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing towards the guests, so Frazee will keep the basketball. Nice catch and shoot, open look right there, and that one falls. Peyton Vegan with their first point on the night. It's a 3. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, and with 5 minutes to go, if that 3 can create a spark, and then that defensive play right there to deflect it out of bounds, if they can capitalize off those couple momentum boosters, I don't want to say momentum swing, but a momentum booster, we could see Frazee maybe pull something together here.
Yeah, I like the momentum booster right there. Sort of start to sense a shift, not a full-on shift, but can certainly smell it in the air as that ball goes out of bounds. And if you're Frazee right now, you're saying, that's just what I needed.
Yeah. And you get a basket here, you cut the lead down to 12, if not 11, so.
Bringing the ball up is Starry. Looking for some space, she'll get a screen, and now she'll lay it off to Vegan. Vegan being guarded by Pesa.
And a travel. Yeah, it took that extra half step there. She wanted to pass the ball away, and she got caught.
Boy, well, I'd have to imagine, take away just even half of the travels that Frazee have had, this game might be just a 2-possession game here. They've had a lot of possessions cut short by travels. This time, Barnesville have a possession cut short by a steal. Nice job right there by Koprunsky.
Yeah, it seems like whenever Frazee commits a turnover, Barnesville will give them the ball back in some way, but the downside of that is they're not always capitalizing on those second opportunities.
Well, to quote one of our fellow Magnitude broadcasters, Kenley, bit of hot potato going on between these two teams. That going out of bounds. We're going to stay right here with Frazee.
The first time Kenley made that comment, it was in a game between the West Fargo Packers and the Moorhead Spuds, and I laughed because hot potato in a Moorhead game, it
works on so many levels.
Caught me off guard, yeah.
Pass out right there. Mid-ranger gets the nice roll. Sonnenberg getting her first 2 points. And just like that, it's back to a 12-point game. So hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite over yet here at Barnesville. Pesa. Nice find right there to Smith, and Smith getting open and gets the 2 points. Emily Smith really coming strong here in the second half. Counting up now, if I do some quick math, I believe that is 9 points for her in the second half. 3-pointer up and good. Vegan in her second. And a great answer right there. Frazee going to gain 1 point in that exchange. Now an 11-point game.
Yeah, and if they can get a turnover or a defensive rebound here, that would be huge unless Macy puts that one in. And that just deflates any balloon that was inflated right there, at least momentarily. So.
Yeah, well, Macy's been deflating a lot of balloons in this game so far from a Frazee perspective. Now 15 points on the night, 5 3-pointers. Phenomenal shooting from Kimberly Macy, the senior guard.
Number 4, Lexi Ballgreen. For the Hornets, number 4, Madison Starry. Number 32, Ryan Edwards.
Out with Starry. Now, three-pointer up and good. Ryerson hitting. So good answer, 3 for 3 right there. They don't gain a point, but it's back to an 11-point game. Time not necessarily on their side here as we are just under 2.5 minutes remaining, but they get a quick score and stop, things could start to get interesting here.
Yeah, you know, I think one of the things that Frazee might want to focus on here is taking those extra passes and getting the ball into the hands of Ryerson, because she has been hot in that first half, hitting a few threes, and when she gets an open look, if she has 10 open looks, she's probably going to make 7 or 8 of those, and that would be huge if she could make 7 or 8 threes here in the next couple minutes.
They're going to get a travel called right there, so we'll have to put that offensive possession on hold. And for Barnesville, chance to milk a little bit more of that clock as we have 2:06 remaining now. Smith will inbound. Out with Pesa. Now to Macy. Look at that defensive attention she draws right away.
Yeah. And, you know, Frazee still has 2 fouls to give here if they want to extend this game a little bit. And there's one of those 2 fouls that they had to give.
That's an excellent point you make right there, as Vegan will pick up her 3rd. Now back out with Pesa. Nearly stolen away right there. Dangerous pass. Barnesville going to retain possession. They've done a good job taking off a lot of that time off that clock. Now 1:38 remaining. And time really starting to become public enemy number 1 here in Frazee.
Yeah, it's reached the point now where Frazee would have to play absolutely perfect basketball to get back into this one, and it's just maybe a little too late here for Frazee.
Yeah, absolutely. Smith.
And, you know, I have that mind where it doesn't matter who's playing, but whoever's losing in that matchup, I'm always trying to analyze ways where they might be able to, you know, come back and make things interesting. And you know, that's certainly what Frazee has proven here in this one. But like I said, a little too late, and that turnover there is the absolute dagger if the dagger hadn't happened a couple plays earlier. So
I'm the exact same way as you. I think it's a broadcaster thing. It might be. You know, we're both neutrals. We want to try and see the most interesting game possible, and I think we sort of create those scenarios to try and create that intrigue. We've had a very interesting game in our hands here, though. 52-41 your scores. We have a timeout called on the floor. We'll take a quick break as well and be right back right after this quick message.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save & See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Alrighty, welcome back here to Barnesville High School. 51.5 seconds remaining in this ball game, and 52-41 your score. Frazee has the basketball here. Let's see if they can get a quick score. It'll be Starry bringing it up. Vegan will swing it out. Tough shot right there. Can't quite get it to fall. Rebound goes out to Pesa. Pesa tying up for the ball right there. And referee going to say jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Barnesville, so they'll keep possession with 33 seconds remaining. Long pass right there. Pesa going to get it. And in-your-face defense right there from Ryerson. Pesa able to get the ball out to Macy. Ball bouncing around right there, going to be going off of Starry, so Barnesville will keep possession again. Now 23.8 remaining. And we'll see if they just wane off the final seconds in this game here. It's Emily Smith. And it's stolen away there. Nice defense by Frazee at the end. Feed down low, and Ryerson going to get the 2 points.
Frazee basket number 5, Annika Ryerson.
That's nice to see from Frazee, even though they know that they're down and they're probably not, they're not going to come away with a win in this one here. Yeah, to see that play, you get the defense and then the unselfishness to send that pass across the paint and put it in off the glass. Just shows a team that is willing to play till the end regardless of the end result, and that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of hustling until the very final whistle. And you see they're playing for pride right now, and we saw it on display right there. Final buzzer sounding. We have ourselves a final 52-43, our final score here from Barnesville. Barnesville taking care of business on their home court with a 9-point win over Frazee. Good game in our hands here. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the Midwest Bank postgame show, some stats and analysis right here on Magnitude Sports.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dean's Bulk Service is your convenient stop on the way to the lake. Whether you're looking for snacks, drinks, fresh rolls, bait, ice, or a clean restroom, you are able to find it all inside our friendly facilities. The Barnesville and Save and See stores are proud to fly the Arco gasoline brand. Dean's Bulk Service also celebrates 50 years of great service of propane, fuel, oil, and lubricants. We are always ready to deliver. Dean's Bulk Service is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics and wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Davies working left to right. They set up and damn with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Welcome back to Barnesville High School. Final from tonight is going to be 52-43. Barnesville coming out with a victory on their home court over the Frazee Hornets. So a nice win there for the Lady Trojans as we near the end of the season. And now we've got some stats on our hands. Going to be going over the statistics here, taking a look at the score, fouls, rebounds, and field goals made. You can see 52 to 43, the score, obviously. 4 fouls for the Trojans and 6 for the Hornets here in the second half. 26 rebounds for Barnesville as opposed to the Hornets 23. And taking a look at the shots, 21 for 47 for Barnesville and 16 for 37 for the Hornets. So,
yeah, Barnesville shooting just shy of 45% there, and for Frazee, they're shooting about 43%. So both teams are sitting in the low 30s at halftime, so both of them improved in that second half. And Frazee certainly played until the end, but Barnesville just a little bit too much for him tonight.
Yeah, certainly that late surge by Barnesville in the second half was a big moment in the game. We talked about it in the middle of the game, how it could be a defining moment, and it certainly was. And I like what you said. Late surge, a little bit too late, because I have to imagine if this game was 10 minutes longer, we might be talking about a very different score.
Yeah, I would agree with that there. It seemed like the longer, the deeper into the game that we got, the better that Frazee Hornets started to play in that game. And, Barnesville, they had that slow start. I think they were down like 6 or 8-0 at the beginning of the game before they finally started to score and get back and play their style of basketball here on their home court. But like you said, you add another 5-10 minutes to this game, and as we continued to play the game, Frazee got a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And who knows if they could have closed the gap more if we had 5 or 6 or 7 more minutes to play. So, I like that point very much. Your leading scorers in this game here, Kim Macy was leading at halftime with 12. She only got a 3, but it was a big 3. She leads the Trojans with 15 points. And Annika Ryerson, the junior guard for the Frazee Hornets, leading the way for her team with 18, a game-high 18 for Annika Ryerson. So a good, and we said it late in the second half, too, that Frazee needed to take, a couple extra passes on each possession, try and get an open look for Ryerson, because when she had an open look, she would hit it and she would nail those shots. And when she had a little bit of pressure, it was just a little bit off the mark. I don't think if memory serves me correctly, I don't think any of her shots were like wild misses. I think they were all like bounced off the back of the rim or a little bit too strong off the glass, or they were swish, nothing but net. And that's signs of a really good shooter there for Annika Ryerson and the Frazee Hornets. So
yeah, great shot IQ from her as well. You talked about really no bad misses, really just no bad shots from her either. You know, she was taking what the defense gave her, got a lot of open looks, and came away with 18 points from it.
Yeah, well, with that said, the Frazee Hornets fall to 2-15 on the season, while the Barnesville Trojans improve now to 11-5 overall. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll select our Midwest Bank Player of the Game, and then we'll wrap this thing up here from Barnesville High School live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Barnesville picking up the win here over Frazee, 52-43. Your final score is the crowd base here for Barnesville. getting ready to exit the floor. Frazee, you look at their win-loss record, they're 2-15, but they played a good game here today. They certainly played their hearts out, and they played from the start to the finish. They got a little bit of a confidence booster early in that first half when they got out on a couple of big three-pointers to take that 6-0 lead. And they for a majority of the game, they were not trailing by the deficit was always single digits. There were a couple occasions where Barnesville got out to an 11-point lead. I don't think the lead was ever bigger than 13 for Barnesville, if memory serves me correctly. But every time Barnesville got a double-digit lead, Frazee would fire back and cut that lead down to 9, 8, 7 points. At one point, they were within 6. I think 6 was the closest that they got after Barnesville got the lead. But a fantastic game here by a team that has struggled this year. And, I haven't looked at their at the final scores for every game that they've played this season, but I'd have to imagine that, you fast forward to next year, and some of the games that they lost this year, they're probably going to get wins in next year. Certainly like what you see here. Future is certainly bright for the Frazee Hornets.
I'd have to agree. I think this is definitely not one to hang your head over. I agree with what you're saying about how this was, I suppose you could say, to steal a page from a lot of college sports talk about quality losses, but this is certainly a good game for Frazee. This is one you have a lot of positives to take away. You had someone score 18, someone score 15. You shot the ball well. And I think there's just a few simple fixes you can make, and we're talking about a very different score. You look at the travels and the rebounds.
Yeah, so with that, you could probably go a couple different ways with our Midwest Bank player of the game. Honorable mention would go to who? Or what are you thinking right now? Who are a couple of the candidates that we have?
Well, there's a lot of good candidates. You want to talk about an honorable mention? Well, I think you could look at Annika Ryerson, the leading scorer in the game, 18 points, and she came alive in the second half. She had 12 in the second half. Also another honorable mention, Kimberly Macy, the leading scorer for Barnesville. She had a red-hot first half. Not quite as explosive in the second half, but like you mentioned earlier, that 1-3 that she did hit was a big one. She finished with 15. So definitely a lot of good candidates out here on display here for player of the game. It was a tough decision.
Yeah, I think our Midwest Bank player of the game should actually go to Emily Smith for the Barnesville Trojans. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, she had 9 points on the game, and we had her down for 11 rebounds, 3 blocked shots. She also had a couple of assists in there too. So and most of that work was done in the second half. And you take away the second half performance from Emily Smith, and we might be looking at like a 2 or 3 point difference on the final score here. So great job. It'll be Emily Smith, the sophomore post-class center for the Barnesville Trojans, who will be our player of the game. 9 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, a couple of assists. Any argument with that one, Eric? Or?
No, absolutely not. I fully agree with that.
I'm 1 for 1. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, that's gonna wrap it up here. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have 6 games for you. Eric will be here in Barnesville as the boys will try and rebound from that loss against Hawley. And matter of fact, that they'll be looking at trying to snap a 2-game losing streak because they lost to West Central and then they lost to Hawley. So they're looking to snap a 2-game losing streak when they will host the Detroit Lakers tomorrow. We'll have freshmen over in the other gym along with JV in this gym here, and then we'll have the varsity game right around 7:30 live, and Eric Tiansen will be on the call for that one, and then I'll be in Frazee. As the Frazee boys will host the Breckenridge Cowboys. That should be a good game. Always, we saw you. I think you were at that game actually, Eric. Frazee almost knocking off Perham. I don't think a lot of people expected that final score to be a 2-point difference in that game. I'm really looking forward to see what Frazee can do against a Breckenridge team that is pretty much, I think a lot of people, you could arguably say that Breckenridge is right on that same level with Perham. Matter of fact, I think that now that I say that, Breckenridge has already knocked off Perham once this year, and then Perham got him back in the rematch later. But and with Frazee playing tight with them, I'm really looking forward to that game and seeing. I really can't say what I can expect in that game, but all I can say is I'm looking forward to it. So we'll have Frazee versus Breckenridge. I'll be in Frazee for the play-by-play call on that one, and Eric will be here in Barnesville for the Trojans and the Lakers from Detroit Lakes. And that's going to be our coverage for tomorrow as we look at our game schedule here. And then moving ahead into Saturday, or check that Monday, we'll wrap up the regular season portion of our broadcast schedule. We'll deal with Glendon Felton hosting the Barnesville Trojans. Eric and I will be at that game in Glendon. And then that'll wrap up the regular season, and we'll move ahead into the postseason, the Section 8 AA tournament. And yesterday, if you were watching our game yesterday, I made a comment that they were looking at seeding the team some point on Saturday. I was reading online today that now they're probably thinking about doing that on Sunday. So we might have to wait a little bit longer, keep the suspense up for you. But I'm guessing based upon everything that I've learned, and I've got a couple texts from some other broadcaster friends that follow Minnesota sports saying Sunday as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and say we'll know for sure on Sunday. Maybe we'll get lucky and hear something Saturday, but we'll know for sure on Sunday. So if we don't have any updates for you in our Frazee and Barnesville broadcast tomorrow, then we'll definitely have an update for you during that DGF Barnesville broadcast for you as far as which games we'll be covering in the Section 8 AA tournament live and tape delay if needed here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. So once again, Emily Smith, your player of the game for the Barnesville Trojans, 9 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks. My name is Mike Mason alongside Eric Tiansen. Eric, any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Had a great time tonight, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow night as well. Should be a lot of fun.
All right, well, that'll do it. Once again, your final score, the Barnesville Trojans 52 and the Frazee Hornets 43. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Barnesville and from Frazee. Barnesville hosts the Detroit Lakers. Frazee hosts the Breckenridge Cowboys. Both of those games live here on Magnitude Sports tomorrow. Have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.